Hey guys, Santa here, and with the World Championships happening this weekend, if you go to a World Championship Celebrations event, you will be gifted one of these World's Celebration Pikachus, and if you're lucky and skilled and you win the tournament, you can walk away with a special version with a nice little winner stamp on it. Here's the deck that I brought to do it. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, Santa here, and my favorite deck just got a whole lot better. Let's talk about Gholdengo. And by talk about it, I mean, here's the deck profile. We're going to talk about it. Alright. So, a couple of things have changed. Black and White recently came out, and it made Gholdengo one of the most consistent decks in the format. I won't say it's one of the best, but it is very, very consistent now, thanks to one silly little card. I guess two cards. There's two cards that came out in Black and White that made it really, really good. But, onto the deck profile. We got 4 Gholdengo. You always have to play 4 Gholdengo. If you are playing anything less, you are not playing the deck correctly, in my opinion, and in most people's opinion. Coin bonus. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may draw one more card. Make it rain for 1 metal energy. Does 50 damage for each basic energy card you discard from your hand. That's the deck. That's the deck profile. Thanks for being here. No, that is the entire ideology of the deck, is you want to draw cards. You want to get as many energies in your hand as possible, ditch them to attack for big, big damage, recycle them to keep doing it. So, moving on, play 4 Gimmighoul. In my opinion, this is the only Gimmighoul that you should run. Minor errand running, search deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. Tackle, doesn't really matter. This is nice because if you have to attack with your Gimmighoul and you don't have a Gholdengo that you can use, minor errand running is a Earthen Vessel that you don't have to discard for. So, for the 70 HP Gimmighoul from Surging Sparks, in my opinion, is the only one you should ever play. Here's one of the new cards that makes this deck so good. Genesect EX out of Black Bolt with Metallic Signal. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 Evolution Metal Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. This is absolutely massive. So, this says, once during your turn, you may search your deck for 2 Gholdengo. Really, really strong. A lot of times the goal is to set up as many Gimmighouls on the first turn as possible, and then use Genesect to start thinning out your deck so that you can draw into other stuff. But because it just adds Metal Evolution Pokemon, it is also worth noting that we play a 1-1 line of Scyther and Scizor. If you guys are new to this deck, this is the Scyther that you want to play. You want to be playing the one out of 151, because it has 70 HP, because in this deck we run as many Buddy-Buddy Poffin as they will let us. So, being able to tutor this guy straight out for an Arven or Buddy-Buddy Poffin is absolutely massive. Because we want to play the Scizor. Punishing Scissors does 10 damage plus 50 more damage for each of your Pokemon, or your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. This thing is absolutely nuts. It's a single prizer that can do really, really big damage. This is super good against Raging Bolt. This is decent in the Flareon matchup, believe it or not. Depending on how many EVs and whatnot they have on the board. This is really good in like that one deck, the Marnie's Grimmsnarl matchup. So, Scizor, really, really good to play. Still playing 1 copy of Munkidori. I personally believe if you're not playing this in Gholdengo, you're missing out on a lot of potential. So there's a lot of Pokemon in the format that don't have an even number of HP, itself included, being 110. But say Dragapult. Dragapult has 320. Charizard has 330. I believe Grimmsnarl has 330. Gardevoir EX. Like, the Munkidori shifting the damage around allows you to spend 1 less energy from your hand to take the knockout, which is really, really strong in this deck. So, play Fezandipiti. You have to in this deck. A lot of times it can be unfortunate because 210 is not a lot to get over. And here in the future, after Mega Evolution comes out, that fighting type weakness is going to be a lot more relevant. So that is kind of unfortunate. But with the entire goal of this deck being to draw as many cards as you can and snag energy from your deck, Fezandipiti EX is phenomenal for it. And this is a sneaky little tech because a lot of people are playing this deck. Genesect with Ace Nullifier out of Shrouded Fable. If this Pokemon has a tool attached, your opponent cannot play Ace Spec cards from their hand. So this is really, really good in the mirror, so your opponent can't Energy Search Pro. This is also really, really strong against the likes of like Gardevoir or Marnie's Grimmsnarl, so that they can't play Secret Box on you. Very, very good. This is also really nice against Dragapult, because their Ace Spec be it Unfair Stamp, be it Neo Upper Energy. You just kind of don't want them to be able to use it. Some play Prime Catcher still. I don't know why you would. They can't play Crystal either. Really, really good card. You should be playing this in basically any deck that you can get away with it. Moving on to the items, and boy do we have a whole mess of them. Unfortunately, that is this deck's biggest weakness. You draw a bunch of cards so you can deck yourself out, but you also are heavily reliant on your items. More on that later. So, play 4 Nest Ball. 4 Nest Ball is really, really important in this deck, especially now, because being able to Nest Ball out a Genesect is absolutely massive to your strategy. You can also Nest Ball out your Fezandipiti, which is really, really good, but this deck does not have space for Ultra Ball anymore. There are some lists that still play one. I haven't found the room for it, honestly. Like, space in this deck is so tight that I don't really know where it would go. Playing 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffins. Still trying to get myself more Pokeball versions, but 4 Buddy-Buddy is super good in this. If you grabs your Gimmighoul, unfortunately it doesn't grab your Munkidoris or your Genesect, but it grabs your Gimmighoul, and this can grab you a Scyther straight from deck. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, 70 HP or less, put them on your bench, shuffle your deck. Very, very good, very strong. Now, once you discard your energy from Gholdengo, you really need to play 4 Superior Energy Retrieval to be able to get them back. You discard 2 cards from your hand, put up to 4 basic energy cards from the discard pile into your hand. Very, very good. In my opinion, you really need to be playing all 4, because in those matchups mentioned previously that Munkidori helps with, you really need to be able to toss as much energy as possible, so that's really good to help you get it back. We are now playing 2 Pokégear 3.0. If you know me, I'm not actually a huge fan of this card or this style of card. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, etc, etc. This one looks for a supporter card you find there and adds it to your hand. Not a bad card. Not a great card. Again, I don't love the look at the top 7 type cards. Not a huge Tatsugiri fan either. Don't love Bug Catching Set. But with supporters being so crucial in this deck, and having draw power and search power and whatnot, Pokégear is really, really nice to be able to just dig deeper into your deck and find those good supporters that we need. Playing 2 Night Stretcher. Absolutely massive in a deck like this. Brings a basic energy card back, but it also brings a Pokemon back if you choose to from your discard into your hand. So, very, very good. Now, another tech for the mirror match, and just generalized tech, because a lot of people are playing Gholdengo now, so a lot of other people are trying to beat Gholdengo. So, a lot of people will be playing that Genesect that we talked about earlier. So, I'm playing 1 copy of Tool Scrapper. I think this card is absolutely busted in this deck, solely because with so many people trying to counter the deck, Tool Scrapper lets you counter the counter. This says, choose up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to a Pokemon, yours or your opponent's, and discard them. So if your opponent has a Genesect with Ace Nullifier on board, you can use the Tool Scrapper to get rid of their tool, so their ability now doesn't do anything, and you are able to play your Energy Search Pro. Play 1 copy of Vessel. Every once in a while you need it. There are a few energies that we are playing multiple copies of, so it's nice to be able to Vessel and get those out of the deck so you can prime up your Energy Search Pro to have higher value later. That being said, that is our A-Spec Energy Search Pro. Search your deck for any number of basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, put them into your hand. It's kind of crazy. You basically search your deck for 1 of each energy and just go to town. This thing is a +7 on a good day, so we absolutely love it. Let's move on to our supporters. As I've mentioned, there are a decent number of supporters in here, and they are very, very important to the strategy. First up, I've got 4 Arven. Trying real hard to get more SIRs, but I have a play stamped one. The other ones are just, poor man copies. Doesn't matter. Search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool card, reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck. Nothing too crazy. We've been searching items as long as Gholdengo has been a thing, as long as Searching Sparks came out. Ever since then, searching an item has been the most important thing in this deck. However, searching tools has been important ever since people discovered the TM Evolution build. We don't play TM Evo anymore because we have a better tool that we can search. More on that later. Moving on, we are playing 4 copies of Boss. Absolutely love this card. I'm a huge fan of playing multiple copies of Boss, and the fact that Gholdengo can now get away with it, and in fact encourages it, absolutely massive. You can smack for big damage with Gholdengo, so having 4 Boss's orders to be able to pick off anything you want, absolutely huge. Love, love, love that card in this deck. Still playing 2 Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. I've seen some people drop this card. I think that's crazy, personally, especially in the mirror. Ciphermaniac Codebreaking can oftentimes... so you search your deck for 2 cards, put them on top of your deck. Those 2 cards oftentimes can be that Tool Scrapper and your Energy Search Pro. So you can Tool Scrapper your opponent's Genesect tool away, and then Energy Search Pro off to the races. So I still really, really enjoy Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. I think it's still mandatory in this deck. Rounding off, we're playing 1 copy of Professor Turo's Scenario. This is really good to pick up your Fez in certain matchups, but this is also nice because on occasion you can have a Gholdengo in the active. Maybe it has some damage on it, and you have a Gimmighoul on your bench. You could pick up the Gholdengo, promote the Gimmighoul, evolve back into the Gholdengo, and then you effectively use the same Gholdengo to draw 4 cards, which is absolutely massive. So, very, very good card to play in this deck. Moving on to the tools. Playing 3 Air Balloon. I've seen some lists play 4. I would love to fit a 4th one in here. I just don't really think there's room. Especially with a couple of the tech cards that I've chosen, but those tech cards, I believe, are very, very important. So, the retreat cost of this Pokemon this card is attached to is 2 less. Gholdengo's retreat cost is 2. So, having 2 Gholdengo on the board, you can Air Balloon onto your first one, use its ability to draw 2, retreat it into a second one, use that ability to draw 2 again. Because again, you get to draw 2 cards if Gholdengo's in the active. So, being able to pivot him back, very, very important. Moving on to a stadium. A lot of people have been playing Artisan. I would love to play Artisan. We are instead playing the Levincia. Once during either player's turn, that player may search their discard for 2 basic lightning energy and add them to their hand. I think this is really, really good. In a deck like this, having an energy retrieval on a stadium, absolutely massive. So once per turn, you can just grab 2 of those energy back, which I think is really, really important. Moving on. Got 3 basic metal energy, and I just noticed that this first one has a couple swirls in the bottom. Kind of heat. Anyway, only play 3. Honestly, most lists don't play more than 3. And you might be able to get away with a 4th one, but I also kind of don't think you need it. We're playing 2 lightning energy, because again, we are playing that Levincia, so the ability to maximize the Levincia and get 2 back, absolutely massive. You can get away with still playing 1, especially if you are playing 2 copies of Basic Darkness, which we are not. We're playing 1 of every other energy. Still working on getting gold copies of these guys, but we're getting close. So, that is Gholdengo. That is what I'm going to be playing in this next format. The day that I'm recording this, the black and white set has been legal for about 3 days. So, this is what I'm pouring my time and energy into. This is my favorite deck, and it just got a whole lot better. So, I am super excited for it. If you guys are excited as well, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Let me know how your Gholdengo build is going. That's about all I got for you guys today. I've been Santa. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon for more Pokemon. Bye, guys.